Hi, we love your stuff. Would you like to become one of our brand ambassadors? We'll give you a sweet discount for you and your followers to use. Oh my word, that's awesome. No way someone's recognizing me in the fitness industry. Has this been happening to you guys? If so, you're in the right place, because in this video, we're going to be discussing all about this brand ambassador scam on Instagram. Hi guys, before we get started, if you could be so kind and drop this video a like to show your support. And of course, if you like what you're seeing, you can subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications bell to find out when my next videos are dropping. And I would like to say that in this video, I'm going to be discussing what's going on with my Instagram account, and a lot of what I'm saying is coming from my own personal views and experience. So it's a great time to mention that you can find me over on Instagram at Fitness with Seb to see what I'm getting up to on the daily. But anyway, that's enough about this. Let's get started with today's video. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's been affecting me on Instagram, more so than I actually would have thought at this point in my social media growth career or journey or story. But it's the whole question about being an ambassador for a company. So for me, I am running a fitness page. It's Fitness with Seb. Of course, you guys know that. You're watching this video. And basically, I keep getting reached out by companies or individuals that are meant to be representing companies, and they're asking me to become a brand ambassador for them. And in all honesty, hands in the air, the first few times when it happened, I was really flattered, and I took a lot of time crafting a response, crafting, you know, each detail to see, like, did the contract make sense, the contract, so to speak. Was it actually something I was interested in? Like, how much would it cost me? Was it a viable business model for me as an individual? Even if I was only going to make a couple of sales, would I ever see that actually happen? Or what else is really included? So whenever I did get these, like the very first few times whenever I got asked to become a brand ambassador, I mentioned I really crafted a response quite well, and I honestly took like 35-40 minutes writing, like looking at each bullet point and seeing that there was commission, seeing where they were based, seeing their website, going through like their click-throughs, you know, what type of landing page, the quality of the products. And I was really taking time, because I was thinking to myself, hey, like, this is awesome. Someone's recognizing my effort and, of course, my dedication to getting in shape. But the more research I did into these type of companies, the more I started to think that maybe something wasn't actually quite right there. And actually, even just by landing on their page and seeing that they have like a really small following, like, so at the moment, at the recording of this video, I have a following on Instagram of 260, which is really nothing, but I really enjoy it. Everybody seems really nice who's with me. So shout out to everybody who's following me so far. It's been really fun. But let's get back on topic. Basically, some of these pages have got less than I do, and I'm wondering, is like, well, then how are you in a position in your business model to reach out to people and ask them to be a brand ambassador whilst offering them commission? And it's not even like a small commission. I was being offered like 25%, 35% commission on the sales, and I'm wondering, it's like, how does that even make sense? So that's the first sort of hiccup that I encountered whenever I was looking at it. And then next, I was seeing that for each price of the product, so, you know, I think 100%, maybe one was something else, but I'm going to go for like 95% of the companies that were reaching out to me were fitness, clothing, workout apparel companies. And I was seeing their price point for each of their products. So let's say there was like, you know, a complete tracksuit for, you know, 200 quid or $200. Like, I've had American companies, British companies reach out to me and stuff, and I see it's like 200 quid for, yeah, a complete tracksuit. And I'm like, wow, you guys aren't even like an established brand. But for the likes of Gymshark, you can get their like luxe tracksuit top and bottom, for 90 quid, all in, free shipping. And Gymshark is an established brand name. It's, you know, it's well known. It's got big YouTubers, it's got big fitness people working with them. But this company that has got, let's say, 170 followers is charging 200 quid for a complete tracksuit. So something already there isn't making sense. And sticking with that idea of the price point being so much, then even whenever, I get, they DM you and they say, hey there, hey Seb, we love your attitude, great page and everything. Get in touch with us and we'll set you up with a 25, 30% off anything you want for your first purchase. And then after that, we'll make you a unique code that you can always use for a lifetime. But hold on, before we get too ahead of ourselves, even with the idea that they give me 25% off or 35% off, I think the highest I've been offered is something like 60% off my first purchase. But even with that amount of percent off, I still am not in my comfortable zone of spending on these type of items. Like, I don't want to be spending, 160, 130 on a tracksuit whenever, Gymshark, as I mentioned, are doing for 90, or, you get My Protein, you can get Nike, you can get Under Armour, all these established brand names for way less than their starting off point. And even with their ambassador special unique code, it brings them down, but still, like, all those established brands are cheaper still. So that's where I'm like, well, again, this just doesn't make sense. Like, why would I be spending on, X company whenever I've never heard of them? And in all honesty, their clothing's really not that unique. You can tell that they're very much trying to either emulate something else, or it genuinely just looks like, it fell off the back of the truck or something. So something doesn't really make sense there anyway. But how they approach me, maybe a few other people as well, or probably everybody who they reach out to, they hit you with some flattery. They say, wow, bro. I get a lot of the bro, bro, yeah, how long you been working out for, bro? Hey, bro, looking good. I love your content. And they're trying to, like, connect on that level. And I don't really mind. I think it's kind of funny. I call my friends bro, or, my sister bro, even though she's not a bro as such. But, I say the word bro for laughs and all that type of stuff. So whenever I repeatedly get bro in my DMs, then it's just funny. And sometimes in the same message, I'll get bro twice. Or if I try to have a conversation with these guys and I try to explain to them that it doesn't make sense to me, that I don't want to be spending so much, they'll keep hitting me with the bro line. And eventually it just gets to the point where I just ignore them. And another thing that I've had from these type of companies is that whenever they originally hit me up or slide into my DMs, then they say that they're going to offer me a complete free product in exchange for a photo. And that sounds like, wow, I could easily do that. All you guys want is a photo and I'll get a free bit of kit from it. Maybe it's something cool like a tank top or a cool pair of shorts or leggings. Like, I'm a fan of male gym leggings because I just think they're awesome. But the catch here is that they will say completely free. All you have to do is pay for the posting and the packaging, but it's completely free, 100% free apart from the packaging and the posting. And then it's like, well, okay, let's have a look. And how much is this packaging and posting? You send something in the post, especially I live in the UK, in a UK based company, that would be what, like 2 quid, 3 quid type of thing, first class, I don't know, tracking, all that type of stuff. I mean, it would still be, an acceptable amount, because the money that you'd be spending on, or the money you think you'd be spending on packaging and posting, wouldn't equate to the same as if you're buying the actual t-shirt or tracksuit bottom. So for example, I'd be expecting shipping to be maximum 4 quid, 4.50, I don't know, something like that, something small. So here it is. And then, the value of the t-shirt online is something like, I don't know, you'd imagine it's like 30 quid or something. But then whenever they're asking you for like a large amount for shipping, it's like 25 quid to ship to me. And then if you check up on Google Maps, and again, I mentioned I'm from Northern Ireland, and I see that it's literally just across the way over in England. It's like, well, this makes no sense. I am basically paying you guys that 25 quid because that's how much you actually want to make from your t-shirts. Because I know, in a business model lifestyle, whenever you make a product, and every company's like this, you make a product and it'll cost like 5 quid all in, something like that, and then you obviously have a higher price point because you need to make a profit on it, that's how business works and everything. So these guys have a business model of, they will tell you it's free, and online they're charging for 35 quid, for example, and then they offer you like a free product, and then with the free product is the shipping included, and that's 25 quid. And that's the 25 that they're actually just going to take and put it, and that's where their profit's going to be. And that's how they just keep going with this cycle. So it just makes no sense, because you really don't save anything by getting a free product, but you still have to pay for that extortionate shipping cost. The idea of a company sending me a product in exchange for a photo on social media and tagging them in it, or the idea that I have to go and buy X amount of items, either one or two, wear it, tag them in it, and put it on my Instagram, and then through the tag, they get it on their Instagram. That's basically like I'm doing advertising for this company. But again, if we just take that whole idea and look at it, it's basically I am spending money either with the free product and you pay for the shipping, or I have to actually buy the products outright. Then I wear them on my channel and I tag them, so I advertise for them. That equates to them getting money from the purchase, and they get free advertising. What? I mean, if that doesn't sound like a scam, then I really, who wrote the dictionary on scams? Like, you know what I mean? You're giving them money, you're doing free advertising for them, and me as the individual, as the ambassador, I really don't get anything out of this, Maybe I get a cool photo of me wearing their clothes, but I would have got a cool photo anyway wearing my own clothes or something I already owned. Then I really don't get anything extra by being an ambassador for these guys. And the hook line for them is that I would get commissions. But I would be very interested to see how many of these type of ambassadors really actually get the money back from the investment they put into that company. For example, if you have to spend 50 quid on getting 2 items, and then you tag them in the photos on Instagram, you do the marketing for them, you do the, the advertising, so to speak, and then you have to make commissions. And bearing in mind that you can get like 25%, 15%, 35%, whatever the commission is, but you would still have to make several amount of sales to add up to the amount that you originally invested. So that 50 quid that you had to spend to become an ambassador, I know with the following that I have right now, I mean, as I mentioned, I have 260. Thank you for your support. And that's awesome. But realistically, I do not have the social media influence to mobilize these guys into buying enough products from this one no-name brand, basically, to equal the same amount that I invested. So I won't make that 50 quid back. So I give this company 50 quid. I give them a photo of me wearing their clothes, and I guess I get to keep the clothes. But I mean, I reached out to a couple of the ambassadors that, I've connected with on social media. And I was asking them, like, so from your experience, how was it? Like, were the clothes worth it? Were you able to actually get back from your investment? And all but one of them actually said that, I reached out to 8 of them, and, all but one actually said that the clothes were really sub-quality. I mean, you could just tell that it wasn't really made the right way. It just wasn't the right materials and stuff. To be fair, I won't name any names here for the people I reached out to, or of course the companies that are involved here, or at least the ones that have contacted me. And I feel like at this point, I should really say that this is, in my eyes, the broader scale, this is a scam. But there are definitely clearly established companies that go around asking for people to be an ambassador in a more professional way. And also they're more established, and it makes more sense, and the trust is there with this brand. So for example, you could become a My Protein ambassador. I mean, there's great names out there in the industry that are like that, or Gymshark's another one, of course, I've mentioned. And of course, the list goes on that established brands. But you have to remember that the people that these brands are wanting to actively work with and not scam are already established brands. So for example, Matt Does Fitness. He is connected with Gymshark and My Protein, and he has a massive following online. I think over 1 million subscribers. Mike Thurston, he's got loads of subscribers and a massive influence. And again, just the list goes on. But these individuals have got a massive following, and they really do have a social media influence. So whenever a company and them, that they sit down, I'd imagine, of course, I have no idea really what goes on there, but I imagine they can at least see eye to eye, and it's more of, a formal environment. It's more of a business transaction that goes through, compared to someone sliding into your DMs and just asking you to spend money, you doing the free advertising, and then, you know, that's really the end of it. So something to bear in mind is that these ambassador programs are legit, but you really have to be careful on which ones that you're going in for. Or you could even, if you want to fall for the scam, you know, it's up to yourself, and it depends on the company. Maybe if you really do like this unbranded, unestablished, untrustworthy brand at this point, and you actually really do connect with that brand, then hey, fair enough, par to you. Then, you know, you get that clothes, or you get the protein supplements, or whatever it is that they're offering. Then that's good, it worked out for you. But the majority out there are targeting smaller individuals to try just make money off them. Instead of a normal transaction in a shop or an e-shop, they're just trying to sweet talk you into it, make you sound like, you know, you gone out to dinner, a little wine and dine, and then there's a transaction that went through there. So I've been wanting to make this video for quite some time, and it actually is like a nice, I've done it. It's been playing on my mind for a while, because you can even go on my Instagram right now, at Fitness with Seb. You'll find me there. Awesome content, hashtag awesome. But you'll see there that under a lot of my posts, people will be saying, check your DMs, or DM me, or wow, this is great, love your style. Of course, at the start, I was really flattered, but I mean, eventually it actually just started to get old. And like, even actually right now, I see, I'm recording on my phone, and I see a message, obviously only in the preview, but I see the word ambassador. And of course, you know, we want to be making moves in the industry and getting our content up and enjoying ourselves along the way. But I guess I just want to warn you guys about it, that really make sure that these are the type of things that you want to be going in for, and make sure it all makes sense to you before you spend any of your hard-earned money thinking that you might get something out of it, when in reality it might not be as it seems. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please be so kind, drop it a like, subscribe while you're there, and if you hit the notifications bell, that means you'll know exactly when my next video comes out. And I guess it's up to you, but I would, because why not? So guys, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.